scenario.
I'll tell them this right now. Okay. Stand
anyway,
here, come here. We're already running.
I'm the only one with the coffee.
Well, that is a big problem. Fabrizio is, I have to say this way, I'm sorry. Fabrizio and Andrea. And Andrea doesn't really work. But Fiorini, that's much better. Enning, no, it doesn't really work. So Andrea and Fabrizio here for part 2 of our Klonz movie marathon weekend, where we look at their amazing amp, which now, after video 1, you and I know is pretty amazing. So the big question is, their concept is do it yourself, put all of our modules together. So either you fork over a little bit more money and get it already built, or you buy it modular and build it or put it together yourself, kind of like an Ikea thing. Now, I said bring all the parts, and I put one together so that the viewers see that it's really not so difficult. But we're upping the ante here. We're making it a little bit more interesting. We are having Leslie put it together. Leslie can't put together the easiest Ikea furniture. So we're gonna have her assemble an amp. If she can do it, and that's nothing against the woman I love, but if she can do it, you can do it. Whoever you are, okay? If you have one arm, you know, one eye, whatever, you can do it. So
at least one arm is needed.
So Leslie, point your arm into the camera so we see. Up.
Yes.
So there's Leslie. Yeah. There's Leslie. You know, you never see her, so you're not gonna see her. You're just gonna see her hands. Of course, they wanted to make sure that you guys know we have a instruction manual here on how to do this. If you actually buy this, there will be a very detailed video that guides you step by step. More detailed instruction. This is all kind of, you know, thrown together. Not last
week.
Read?
It's draft.
It's a draft.
It says draft. So Leslie has it even harder. She has it usually very hard. Even with living with me, that's what I'm talking about. She has it even harder than you will have if you buy this amp. So they will help a little bit if necessary, but technically she should be able to do it, and I'll be there by her side the whole time, holding her.
So if I understood correctly, if she lives with you, she can mount it, and if she can mount it, everybody can mount it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that was it in few words.
That's what I'm trying to say. The thing is, while we're building their amp, I thought I get a free repair on my Fender Twin from the 70s, and this guy knows his shit. This guy, nothing. But he's a programmer, come on.
But I am a good coffee drinker.
He is the coffee drinker. I hope he knows the coffee is not for free.
Yeah, of course. Nothing's for free.
So Andrea knows his shit about amps, and my Fender Twin from the 70s does this. So I said, hey, give it a whirl. So what you're gonna see is one camera, which is this one, on this table with Leslie building his amp, while he's on this camera over there, picture in picture, trying to fix mine. You're also gonna see a super high-end, modern, tiny, everything is meticulously put on boards, modern amp, and a point-to-point hand-wired old, I can't say the word anymore without throwing up, amp. You know, the big from the big company. How it was done in the 70s when they were still good and cared about guitar players, which they don't anymore. So you're gonna see this. Old versus new, guy who really knows the shit versus the woman I love. So we're gonna do this, we're gonna get the camera down, I go pee, and they do their thing while I drink coffee with Fabrizio.
Okay.
Right? So I put this on the table.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add to this?
Have fun.
Oh, that was easy. I really said everything you wanted to say? No, come on.
I don't know.
Anything else? Come on.
Oof. What else? I don't know.
If you have questions,
yes, that's important.
In the comments, anything. They will monitor these videos, and I don't have to do anything. They'll write you. They'll be in touch with you if you have any questions. So you go and fix my amp now. Go.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
Go. Like
You drink coffee. You drink coffee with me. We get this camera down.